Welcome back to Chismosas, Glam, and Crime, where the eyeliner is sharp, the truth is real, and the chisme is always juicy. Today we're going to be diving into the most glamorous and absolutely stunning woman on screen, off screen, everyday life, and also her tragedy and internal mystery that surrounds Hollywood. Most iconic blonde, Miss Marilyn Monroe. I love her. She is so beautiful, and she has influenced so many things, from fashion, movies, the way people look, and the way she carried herself. From my understanding, doing all this research, she was actually a very, very, very nice person and had a kind heart, and she gave a lot. So let's go ahead and get into it and see what we got. Oh, disclaimer, I poked my eye and I'm allergic to my dog, so I pet him and then I accidentally stabbed. I don't know how, I just went like this, but I put on eye drops. It was way worse earlier. It's gone down. So before anybody's like, is she putting on makeup on a pink eye? No, I am not that careless. I wouldn't do that, because then if I put my makeup on again, I'm gonna give myself another pink eye or infect all my brushes, and that we don't do that here. No. It's just irritated from the poke. But anyways, let's get into it. So I need to learn how to talk and do things at the same time. I still haven't gotten the hang of that. But anywho, before Marilyn was Marilyn, she was Norma Jeane Mortensen. And I hope I said that right. I suck at names or pronouncing names. Like, it doesn't matter what the name is, and I know this has nothing to do with the story, but you know that like substitute teacher that comes in and what's it called, butchers everybody's name, like that SNL skit when they're like Jaqueline and it's Jacqueline. Yeah, I'm that sub that doesn't say the name right. But anywho, back to what I was gonna say. Before Marilyn was Marilyn, her name was Norma Jeane Mortensen, and she was born in 1926 and raised from foster homes and orphanages. She, was moved around because she didn't have a dad, and her mom was mentally ill, and if I'm not mistaken, she was also in a institution or had to be institutionalized. I know this looks crazy now, but I promise you, just like the other one, it's gonna make sense, so bear with me. I need to stop doing white paint looks, because my white paint's like screaming to get a break. That's easier. Okay, cool. I keep stopping, I'm sorry. But she wasn't exactly, born with diamonds, champagne, getting all the fancy dresses and everything like that. That's by far not how she grew up. She grew up with no money. She grew up bouncing around different places, and she got a job when she was a teenager at a factory. And once she was there was a photographer who noticed her and decided to give her a chance to take pictures of her. And after that, she was slowly but surely, she created herself into Marilyn Monroe. She ended up realizing that she was very photogenic and that she had a lot of talent in that industry. So sooner or later, she ended up changing her hair to that beautiful blonde that we all know, and started actually changing the way she spoke. And I need a makeup brush, because this is not doing justice. 1 second. I cleaned my bigger brush because I used it while practicing this look, and I didn't wash it afterwards. Don't kill me. By the way, if y'all need a good makeup remover, like something that really works, and I know, you know, everyone has their own thing. This one right here. The Marilyn Water Makeup Remover by Curology. You just put it in your hand and go blah, 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 and it comes off. And I got it on sale for $4. I think that says $4. I'm not really sure, but I got it on sale at Marshall's. It's even worth full price, but it's worth it if you need one. Back to the story. Gosh, girl, your brain goes everywhere. Anywho, I got my facts right here. We were at the blonde hair. She started working on her sultry voice, like kind of sort of getting that perfected. And she also took acting classes. And slowly she ended up getting some small roles in movies. And she... hair. Small roles in movies. There's still a piece of hair. I feel it. There it is. Okay. Small roles, and then she ended up going on. Oh, itches. I hate when things itch, and it's on your face, and you can't touch it because then you ruin it, like I just did. Okay, there we go. But anyways, so she ended up starring in Gentlemen's Prefer Blonde. Yeah, Gentlemen's Prefer Blondes. And in that instant, people started recognizing her. And she was also casted in the movies, The 7-Year Itch. And that had the scene that everybody tries to recreate and loves, which is that famous subway grate scene where she's standing and it goes and her dress goes blee, and then she's like holding it and she's like, ooh, no, I'm shy. You know, that little scene that is so iconic even till now. Like, it doesn't matter how many years go by. That's the it scene. And after that, that's when she kind of sort of kaboom and grew bigger and starred in more different shows. She ended up actually creating her own production studio as well, which I think is so cool, because back then she's working in Hollywood where it's mostly dominated by men, and the opportunities to open your own production studio as a woman, that was unheard of, and that was something that people don't do. But she did it. She said, I don't care, I'm gonna do it. And you know, the sad thing is that Hollywood loved to paint her as like this, don't look at my messy bed, as this dumb blonde, and the audience and people who would work with her, like the men that would work with her, love to paint her as like, oh, she's just a dumb blonde, because that's the kind of the characters that she would play in the movies. So they didn't take her seriously. They really didn't care for her as much, like in her actual self and what she was actually capable of. Not a lot of people respected her for that. I know some people even try to paint her as difficult to work with because she spoke up and she wouldn't do certain things on camera or say certain lines. And I think that's just ridiculous, because it happens now. A lot of people are like, oh, that was the time. But no, people still do that now. Like, I know I've seen and heard so many actresses go, I don't want to speak out because I don't want to be penalized or be told that I'm too difficult to work with just because I'm uncomfortable with the scene. And it's crazy that back then it was the same thing, and men could be like, I don't like that, but the woman couldn't. Maybe not as much today, but it's, you know, a lot of people say it. Marilyn was born way ahead of her time. She would have had a bomb if she was here. I look crazy. But anyways, I finished the base of this look off camera because I couldn't talk and do it at the same time. Yup. But anyways, let's get back into it. I'm thinking because I forgot where I was. Oh, Marilyn was married 3 times. Yes, 3. Don't judge her. Okay. She was married 3 times, and it's claimed that she got her heart broken 3 different ways. Her first husband, which I am dreading to say his last name. Wait over it. I suck at names. Cool. But his name was James Dowry. Daughtery? I don't know. But anyways, that was her childhood sweetheart. And then came Joe Maggio. He was a baseball player. And he, like, even after they separated and she passed away, he would continuously for 20 years go to her grave and deliver flowers, which I think is so cute. Not to be like, oh, but like, that sucks. Like, you know, a lot of people claim that he still loved her and cared for her and so much other stuff because he would go do that. But who knows, like, why? He probably still cared for her and was probably one of the few people who respected her in the aspects of like who she was, and thought giving her flowers and putting flowers in her grave was like the right thing to do and the sweetest thing to do, which is so beautiful. And then we come to the third and final husband, which was Arthur Miller. I was about to say the first guy. No, Arthur Miller, which was a intellectual playwright. And everyone thought, like, finally someone came into her life who's gonna understand her, not just for her beauty, but because she was, you know, understand her smart side as well, to actually see who she was. Because like I said prior, she was a very smart girl. It wasn't just because she had her own production company. She read very intellectual books. She carried herself very well, spoke very well, knew things. It wasn't just, I hope this is not an every episode thing, but I deleted another freaking part while doing the look. What is wrong with me? Okay, it's okay. I'm fine. It's all good. I don't even remember what I said. Don't remember what I said in that one. I guess we're gonna have to edit it, but I'm just gonna repeat what I was saying. So, Arthur Miller was an intellectual person, and a lot of people thought that when Marilyn married him, they were like, oh my god, yay, like, finally someone who can appreciate her, not just her looks or her fame, but also by who she is, and, you know, have conversations, connect, be all involved. But sadly, that wasn't the case at all. Marilyn's marriage with Arthur was not the best or the happiest, and he would constantly tell her that she wasn't worth anything and she wasn't as like glamorous as she thought. And that's crazy, because imagine dating the most desirable woman in the world and still having the audacity to say you're not good enough or you're not worth anything. That's horrible. And I know there's a lot of girls out there, and probably boys, I mean, anybody can have their heart broken, who has had someone that they cared about or opened up to and honestly, like, fully dived into them and expected this, like, big, beautiful romance, and it ended up being not that at all. And they break your heart and they use everything you said against you. Because I know I've had that relationship and it's crap. Because you still care for them even after they tell you something. This is not a rant. Calm yourself. Continue the story. Oof. But anyways, Marilyn was looking for someone to respect her, to see her, not notice her and be like, oh wow, you're so pretty, and say that 24/7. No, but to appreciate who she was as a person, appreciate her mind, her just personality, her battles that she goes through, and be like, it's okay, I understand, I got you, I'm here with you. And that's all she was asking for, and that's not something that was happening for her, which is really sad, because I think a lot of us, there's a lot of people out there who give their all to someone and expect the relationship to go one way, even if it's just a friendship, you know? Like, there's people who don't seem to understand that when you're not there and you're not valuing them or even making an effort to keep what you promised, or, you know, kind of sort of respect the person of who they are, it makes it hard, man. Mine. Ooh, I'm gonna bleep that out, because I don't think I can say the F word on here. There was a spot right there that just landed with blue, and I was like staring it down. But I told you it was gonna get better. Look at that. Yes. It was just tearing up non-stop. I don't know if I like it. But we're gonna move on till it's all the way done, because then I can make a judgment. I forgot where we're moving on from. Anyways, but yeah, like, Marilyn was dealing with relationship issues and dealing with narcissistic men. Ugh. People. Just kidding. But, you know, she was surrounded by so many rumors too. And my eye keeps crying. Which is ruining that spot. A lot was surrounded by her so-called life after death, like what things happen. But here's the actual real creepy shadows about Marilyn. She dealt with a lot of mental health issues, especially after her relationships as well, and the stress the media put out on her, and everything in that matter. She was always trying, well, how can I say this? She was always trying to be controlled by men. And she suffered from a lot of anxiety, insomnia, depression. She often felt like a pawn in a game she couldn't control. And then add to that, she had a constant constant prescription of cocktails and what's it called? I lost my train of thought because of the word. Prescriptions and cocktails and studio manipulation, and all of that is a recipe for disaster. Mix it all together, it's just plain old no-go. It could stress anybody out, especially if you're not sleeping well and everything freaks you out. And I deal with anxiety and depression and insomnia. I'm not trying to say I'm Marilyn. I'm just saying I get it. Like, it's not the funnest thing to have when you are tired and you can't sleep, when things make you like, I don't understand what's going on type deal. Like, I get it. It's hard every day. And then to be in the spotlight, like, I wouldn't be able to handle the spotlight. I couldn't even handle this. I've been trying to make this YouTube channel for years, and I was always too scared to. Why did I start doing it? I have no clue. Just kind of sat down, recorded, and bang, I'm here. But it could be a lot. And yes, we have to talk about the whole Kennedy thing, because those rumors spiraled about them having an affair and everything is just insane. I know I said it earlier, a little bit of it, but let's actually go into it. So, no one really knows. Was she in love with him? Was she being used by him? I don't know where. Stop shaking. Why are you shaking? You shouldn't be shaking. You're on a tripod. We good? You're studying? Okay. This eye is really irritating me because the tear duct doesn't stop crying, and you see the smearing. See that? That's just not what I want to happen, because it breaks the damn white base, and then you try to clean it and the base comes off. Oh, I put it in my eye. I think I'm okay. But anyways, did she know stuff that no one else was supposed to know? Like, were secrets told between them? Like, and I think because, you know, the famous birthday song, very seductive, in a gorgeous gown and doing all that, made it so much bigger than what it was. I think she was just being herself and singing happy birthday to the president. And I think her style of seeing it was just to get the attention, you know? I have my notes over here now, so I gotta pull them up so I can see, but I kind of lost my place and I don't want to repeat things. But yeah, she, you know, like the whole her overdosing, they think the Kennedys had something to do with it and tried to zip her up, which I don't know if I believe that. I really don't know if I do, because no, I can't. I don't have an explanation, which is lame. But I can't. I just can't. I don't see how that could have worked. You know, just I don't know what I'm grabbing. Oh, lush. Okay. But anyways. On August 5th, 1962, Marilyn Monroe was found dead in her bed at home. The official cause was, I can't say this word. What words can I say? Because Jesus. Barbiturate overdose. I'm not good with words, okay? I'm not dumb, and I know how to read. Just not good with words sometimes, and I don't know how to pronounce it. I can pronounce it here. Like up here, it's like bling, but up here, it's like black. But anyways, I'm not trying to make this situation funny either. Like, I'm really not. I should just shut up and keep going. Anyways, what's it? The question that has been in everybody's mind for over 60 years is, was it a suicide? Like, did she, or was it an accident? What was happening that she decided to take her life this way? Or what happened? Was it more sinister than what it was made out to look, you know? Because she's laying face down, and you can see the pictures on Google, how the crime scene is kind of, not crime scene, but how she's found. She is face down, kind of head to the side. Her hand is hanging low on her bed, and she has a little nightstand. Don't sneeze. She has a little nightstand next to her where there's medication, her journal, and like a little glass, like if she was drinking water. I don't know if it was water, to be honest. Don't quote me on that. But yeah, and it doesn't look like anything is out of place. It doesn't look like there was a real distress there. She's just laying there, and it's a horrible picture. I don't suggest you to go look at it, but I know people that kind of looks like a heart. But I know people, and people are gonna do whatever the heck they want to do, because let's be real, they don't care. But yeah, she's facing downwards. Oh, I thought that it was a glass of water, but in my notes, it actually wasn't a glass of water in the room, but she supposedly swallowed a dozen pills. I guess, I don't know, like in the picture, I was trying to go by memory, but I'll paste the photo of just the table, not her. I would never do that. But I could have sworn that I saw like a glass. Maybe I was wrong. I don't know. But I saw the picture yesterday. I could have. Maybe I'm thinking of something else. But yeah, she swallowed a dozen pills. Her phone record was gone. The last people she spoke to still questioned, because no one really. I don't think no one's ever figured out who was the last person she spoke to. And then the Kennedys. This is another part of the rumor. The Kennedys had vanished from her. Look at that water line. I'm not happy about that. I'm going to try to clean it with a Q-tip. But I guess it's still going down. It went up. Am I crying? Backwards. But during that time, the Kennedys had actually left her life throughout that week. Oh God, no. Oh no. I have to redo that part. That's okay, we got this. Dab it. Huh. And then I just go back in. Oh my God, how did I get tears up there? What's happening? That just kind of looks cool. But back to what I was saying. The Kennedys at that time left her life. Like, they weren't a part of her life anymore. Weird coincidence? Who knows? But yeah. Even after death, men continued to profit from her images, and often without consent, which is just creepy. Why? Okay, I'm not gonna say why men, because I've met women who are creepy as men are. But why do people? That's not covering it at all. But why are people so creepy? I keep wanting to say men, but we gotta be honest with ourselves. It's not just men. Maybe the majority is. Or maybe not. I don't really know. I don't know if there's a statistic. Faddles. You know what I'm trying to say. On who's the creepiest gender out there. But it's sad. This is a person who deserves respect and just not be made, or what am I trying to say? Not just cared because she was beautiful. Like, no, do better, people. Stop being weirdos. Ugh. I don't know why people are so creepy. I've met creepy people, and I'm like, what is wrong with you? I poked my eye, and I'm like, what is wrong with you that makes you say and do stuff like that? Like, I understand if you find someone attractive. I get if you think someone is beautiful and you want to say hello. My nose is itching. Can you see the light? My nose is itching and it wants to sneeze, and I don't want it to sneeze. And I just messed up the white on my nose. Okay, let's continue. I get it. Like, you wanna appreciate a woman that's beautiful or anything like that, but don't do weird stuff. Don't sexualize them without them wanting you to sexualize them. And you know what? For people that are like, but she flaunted it. She wanted this. She put herself out there. Who cares? That doesn't mean... Okay, if you decided to take a picture with your shirt off because you're at the pool, and then a whole flock of people are making comments, and you find out secretly that a friend of yours or a group of friends of yours saved that picture and are doing whatever they want with it, selling it, showing it off, doing other things in private with it, you wouldn't be happy and you wouldn't be okay with it, because it's not okay. Regardless if someone puts themselves in that position, don't be weird. Gosh, I feel like that's something you don't have to say aloud, but I don't think enough people understand. Don't be weird. You know what? No, because I'm weird. Be weird all you want, but don't be creepy. Don't be one of those, please. Okay. I had to clear it off because I'm gonna do the lipstick, and I'm gonna do my final little parang, and then I'm gonna do lipstick, eyelashes, and eyeliner off camera, and hair off camera, so it can look all together, and then we can close it up because we're already done, almost done. So give me a minute. Oh my god, why am I hiccuping? Give me a minute, I'll be right back, and we'll get this finished. Voila. Like I said, I need to buy new face paint, like face white paint, because I'm running out and it's patchy. My hair is not all rolled up. The rest is in a bun because I do not got time for that. No. And these lashes, oh my god, when they're touching my eyebrows and they itch, and every time I blink it goes and it's so weird, but it feels cool. Anyways, this is what it is. It's kind of like how can I say it? It's a glam where you kind of make fun of the glam, you know, like it's too much on, like the big old lashes, the pink cheeks, the base, the shadow. And talking about shadow, this eye wouldn't stop crying the entire time I was trying to put on my lashes that I just gave up. I said, you know what, this is what you want to do, good for you, because I'm not dealing with it. And I notice every time I smile or do like, it looks so dramatic. That is hilarious. Anyways, but let's get to our outro. Let me put my laptop with my notes right here. But yes, Marilyn was more than just a sex symbol. She was a trailblazer, a survivor, a woman who wanted real love and real respect. And honestly, she deserved it. She opened doors for women in films and out sexism before it was cool, and made space for vulnerability in the middle of fame. But the world wasn't ready for this woman at all. Like I said way past in the earlier part of the video, she definitely was born not in the time where she would have been 100% appreciated and, you know, manipulated and mistreated and only seen for what she brought on the outside. Today we remember her not as a victim but as a legend who refused to be one thing, because that girl was I love her. I love her. So, next time you see the red lips and the platinum hair, remember, Marilyn Monroe wasn't just a bombshell. She was a broken heart, a rebel, a poet, and a puzzle. And in true Chismosa style, the mystery still unsolved. We really don't know what led her to suicide, or if it even was a suicide. And I hope that she is resting in peace. I know that she deserved so much better even after death, because if you don't know, another little fun fact before I go away, there was this person who bought the burial place of, like, where she was buried, like the top part of the burial place, and he asked to be buried up, like face downwards, so he could always be on top of Marilyn Monroe. I don't know if that actually like happened and they buried him that way, but that is nasty, gross, horrible. She's a person. She should have been respected as a person, not treated that way. People should have denied that request, to be honest. I know Hugh Hefner from our other episode also bought the space next to her, which I still think is creepy because she didn't consent or even wanted to be a part of the Playboy magazine. He bought her photos and published the first one using her image. And also in that episode, I tell everybody that they didn't know each other. So he liked how she looked, and he liked who she was and what she represented and how she carried herself, and just kind of went along with it. But they had no correlation with each other ever. But yes, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what you think, what really happened that night, what other crime story you want me to do, or anything else. And let us know who should we glamorously investigate next on Chismosas, Glam, and Crime. Until next time, stay fabulous, stay safe, please stay safe in this crazy world, and stay curious, and we'll see you next time. Bye. And I hope you like the look. I'm so ready to take this off. These lashes itch, so they're coming off the minute I